Hello. Just to make sure we're on the same page, this should be on YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. I'll put other information below, like the decks and how to get a reading. I'm just gonna make this really quick. If you're near Herkimer, New York, I am doing personal readings. I'm doing in-person readings near Herkimer, New York. If you want to look that up, if you're near, shoot me an email. I'll tell you the details. Otherwise, you can get a reading from me. Shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? Quite eventful, whatever it is. You got the World, the Strength, the Magician. This is quite eventful. Okay, that's good. So, that's it? Okay. Well, this looks like it's going to go well. It's got its growing pains. Whatever this is, it's got its growing pains. Capricorn, you know how you are. You're very realistic. And the Capricorns that I know, and there's a lot of them in my family, they don't want the BS. Don't give them BS. They can't do anything with that. If something's not right, I feel like they want to be able to know it. They want the information. Give them the information. They'll make their own decisions. That's at least the Capricorn that I know. Like, you give them the information, they'll make their own decisions. There's growing pains with this situation. If this is hitting, I'm already getting hiccups. We're going right into a new situation, whether we like it or not. I don't know exactly why. It could be like I have to start a new job. Maybe we have to move. Maybe somebody new is coming into the family. Maybe somebody's traveling from out of town that I don't know that well, that has something. There's something I have to deal with here that's new to you. New to you. Overall, I don't think it's bad, but it's uncomfortable because, like, I feel like I don't have reference. Or I don't think you have reference, but let me double check here. Because you got the Queen of Pentacles in the past, kind of like, I need to know, I want to know, but maybe I just don't. Your card, half in, half out, which half in, half out is this. It means it's not totally going right side up. It's not totally going upside down. It's kind of like, I'm not really sure what to make of what's in front of me. I need to verify things to see if they actually make sense so I can, separate the wheat from the chaff here. You got the Five of Cups, same way, like this, kind of like, I'm not expecting to like the whole situation, but I don't know what I can like at this point. I feel like this is a lot of like, I'm not happy with it. You got 3 of Swords here. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. I don't know. If this is going to hit when it shows up, and you might even know it's coming, I feel like I'm uncomfortable with it. And I feel like I'm on the outside, and I don't like that. I don't have the ability to kind of assess and plan. It's kind of like if I knew somebody better, I'd be like, well, I could plan for this and do this, or I could stay away from that. I don't feel like I have enough reference. Not enough. Maybe a little, but not enough. I don't have enough. Not nearly enough. Okay. And it's coming in. I keep talking to these cards, so I probably should show them. This, whatever's coming in, it's going to be around for quite a while. I don't feel like this is just kind of like showing up for dinner and I'm never seeing you again. Like, like somebody from the family's inviting a friend and I'm just going to see them for this dinner and then I probably won't see them again. Or if I do, so what? It's not like that. This is like somebody that I'm going to have to deal with more. I'm going to have to deal with. More than likely a person. Could be a situation that's coming in that I have to deal with. Could be. I don't know where this is coming from, but like I feel like some of you I feel like it's more than one. A relative or somebody who's very important to you at the very least is purchasing like a house or something, And I feel like I know I'm going to be involved with that a lot. I don't know why. Or there's something here with it. There's something. There could be a purchase that you're being drawn into. But I feel like you're being drawn into it, especially if it's like a spouse or a child or a family member, especially if it's something like that where it's like, well, I got to keep an eye on them. So I gotta keep an eye on them. So the Magician coming in, the way this comes in, I don't know. You're not angry. I don't feel angry. At least I'm not feeling it. I'm just kind of like uncomfortable at the very least. I don't think you're angry though. I don't think so. Take it with a grain of salt, because like you know better than I will how this is gonna feel for you. Stress. I might be worried. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling anger. I'm feeling maybe worried. The way this is passing through, I do feel like I have the ability to change some of it. A lot of times when I think of the Magician takes the resources and makes it into something people wasn't expecting. But still, it's kind of like if you're working in a kitchen and you're taking things in a kitchen and making something out of it, it's different than like trying to like, it's different than going into like, you know, your shed outside and finding all the tools and different resources you have there and making something there. Like it matters where you are, you know what I mean? It's not like you're going into the kitchen and you're gonna build a house or you're gonna go into the shed outside and you're gonna make a souffle. You know what I mean? You have ability to make things happen within respect of the resources you're dealing with, and I feel like this is obvious. You have some say over that. Probably not enough. And when I say not enough, not as much as you would prefer at the very least. It's a little like, it's stressful. I feel there's stress here. There's stress. This is a passing moment. Somebody else is bringing something to you. I feel like there's a reason you're connected to this. It's real. If it was work, especially if it's a job thing, it just is what it is, I guess. When you're going forward, I feel like I'm trying to be okay with it. I'm struggling with it, but I think I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to make purpose. Five of Swords reversed to me is like, I don't want this to be for no reason. And if there's any way to make it make sense, if there's any way to give this purpose, I'm going to find it and we're going to do that. I'm not just showing up just to show up. We're not doing that. That's not an option here. That's very Earth. Like, Earth does not show up just to show up. Earth shows up for a reason. I don't know. I feel like I'm going into this. I gotta find a reason. I don't know if I can. Maybe I gotta make one up. I don't know. I feel like I'm struggling with it, though. This is like, one way or another, I gotta find a reason to be attached to this. I gotta find a reason. There's something here. And it's going in. The world showed up, but I feel like the life and journey card is doubling down on that. As I keep moving forward, I feel like I'm finding a reason to commit to this. I'm finding a way to tie into this. I'm getting some type of investment in this, or I might be investing in it. There's a reason. There's definitely a reason behind it. It's a general read, so I don't think I'm going to get that unless I'm going to go through 102 million things, which I don't think I'm going to. Your influence is very, very helpful. And I'm going to say this because there's a lot of Capricorns in my family. You're very helpful whether people like it or not. I feel like the people that's going to hit for you know exactly what I'm saying. Like, you put things in order, you make things make sense. Sometimes people don't like that, but when all is said and done, it's clearly the right choice, whether they like it or not. There's that. They're saying also, be careful, ironically. It's not funny. It's not. I know. Don't be negotiable. And I feel like it doesn't take much to tell Capricorn that. It doesn't take much for Capricorn to be like, oh, you could hold your ground like nobody's business. I mean, again, a lot of Capricorns in my family. When you want to dig your heels in, that's it. We're there. That's that. It's just what it's going to be. So I think that's why I'm kind of like, I can't believe I'm saying this, because it's like, oh, hold my ground, not a problem. I feel like that's a really strong Capricorn trait. All the Capricorns I know, there's not one of them, once they dig in their heels, you can move them and it won't matter. That's that. I have a brother who my father wouldn't let him leave the table till he ate everything on his plate, and my brother would sit there for hours, and it wasn't just once, many times he would sit there for hours. Didn't care. Was not giving up. Brother's a Capricorn. Will not give up. Just, I don't know. It's so I just remember like, yeah, okay. But don't just hold the ground. This is the caveat to it. Don't just hold your ground, because they're saying that might serve you better. Be very vocal about it, whatever way you see fit. But they're also saying, you know, the more peaceful, the better. They're like giving that, like, be peaceful as you can about it. Hold your ground and remind people why you are. Do your best to be as peaceful as possible. I feel like if you're in that mindset and you have decided that's how it's going to go, then it's going to go that way. But keep communicating, and this is why. And just keep reiterating. If you have to say the same sentence 50 times in a row, and I'm sorry, I've known some Capricorns, I feel like you can. If I'm wrong, you'll let me know in the comments, but if that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. That's the advice for that. Well, that's the idea. That's the possibility for that. It's flooring me. Because I'm getting, what is this? The Chariot? Yeah, you know. The Chariot is the opposite card for you guys. It talks about Cancer sometimes. That's your opposite on the Zodiac. It's weird because you guys are both very family, very group, very loyal, but you totally do it in different ways. The Capricorn Cancers I've known as separate people, it's like they slowly drive each other crazy. So, I don't know. Whoever that needs that information, there you go. But the point is, what you're dealing with may not want to admit that you're right. It might really be a pain in the butt about that. I keep thinking of a Capricorn and a Cancer. I know. When they get going, it's just they won't. They just will not admit it. They rather eat their own hair first. I'm telling you, it's just, you know what I mean? No, they're not going to. The reason that's coming in this reading is like, it just has to go where you need it to go. You just got to get the outcome you want. If you're gonna wait for validation, and you can wait like nobody's business, I know that, but you know, you may go to your grave with it. I'm just saying. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what's right. If somebody's giving you a hard time or they don't want to admit something, if you cannot invest in that, if you could invest in something else, if you could move your energy away from that, you will be a lot happier. Because I just feel like it's not even fruitless. You're not going to win. But they're not going to win either. But like it's a total disruptive stalemate. It's going to kind of damage your outcome, I think is what we're trying to say. And I feel like they're saying whatever this is, you can be very self-sufficient. I feel like that's obvious too. If you, in the very beginning, just don't put any value in their opinion, I cringe to say that, or you're not at all expecting any type of validation, maybe that's a better way to put it. If you get yourself in that mindset, like, I'm not ever expecting it, I don't think it's ever going to happen, and even if I do, what value does it really have, and just let it go. If you're able to do that, and that's going to be something you have to decide in the very beginning of this situation, you'll be fine. Because ultimately, through perseverance, you will get this to go where you need it to go. You will also be in control of it, is what I'm getting down the line. Originally, I'm not sure you want that, but I feel like it's kind of where this is going to evolve. And I feel like you're kind of going to get in that spot because I feel like if I'm in control of it, it does what it's supposed to, so that's how we're going to do it. And this might be a whole, like, sometimes I see this, a whole new world coming in with Kasumi usually, but it's kind of like there is something about control going on there. The world goes where I want it to as long as I can keep it in my hand. It is like control over where the next phase is going. This may evolve into a situation where you are the leader of it. Again, I keep getting in the beginning, you may not even want that, but if that does happen, it'll show up over time. And again, it's because that's what it takes to make this work right. Well, I'm here for a reason. I came to win. That's what it takes, then that's what it takes. Is there anything else? I think we're good. I think whatever I need to say with this, I think we said it. I'm going to let it go there. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.